Let these people. These people in here.
Okay.
Could you introduce yourself, sir?
I'm sorry, my name is Don Steier. I'm an attorney. Bids create themselves in different ways. The city doesn't limit how it has to be put together. The Brown Act covers a lot of functions in public meetings, but when you put together an organization, you're allowed to use a number of ideas as to how to put together your initial board. Usually, and overwhelmingly, the formation committee, comprised of those who are most actively involved in the formation, who are the most ardent, involved in the process, become the initial board of directors. And it makes good sense because these are the people who are most committed to a successful BID enterprise. After the first year, the bylaws provide a nominating process by which a nominating committee selects names, interviews candidates, and presents possible individuals to join after 1 year, because you want the stability of a formation committee that has already worked together, that understands what needs to be done. Now, we can agree with that or disagree with it, but it makes common sense to have people who are committed to the project to be the initial board. And that's...
No, it doesn't.
Well, some could say yes and some could say no. In my
Where's the
opinion,
vote?
it makes...
It's totally undemocratic. These people are self-appointed.
Let him finish.
They're stealing our money.
I appreciate there's a lot of frustration. I appreciate that there's been some assessment funds collected, but have not been spent, is my understanding. Excuse me. So, whatever the benefit that this bid will ultimately have for your communities, and it isn't going to solve homelessness, but it will make your life environment based upon other BIDs. And again, some can disagree, they don't like the concept of BIDs, and they're entitled to do that. But successful BIDs have made life better for the community. Whatever the funds are, and remember, going forward, the law permits assessments to be increased. I would think that if there's a fund available that has not been spent, that will inure eventually to your benefit, either in the area of assessments or adding additional activities that will be of the benefit of the community. So what I'm suggesting is that why don't we permit those people who are most committed to start the organization for 1 year. At the end of 1 year, you bifurcate the 2-year terms. Some will have 1-year terms that will be up. Others will have 1 more additional year. Again, the concept of a staggered board makes good sense, so you always have experience on board. And then allow the bylaws to take effect and nominate the people who would now like to join the board. But I understand the frustration, and it doesn't seem, on first blush, gee, it's not fair, I'm not part of the process, why can't I be? You are part of the process.
Their money.
Those who started the process are the ones who've committed time and energy to be up here and to start your organization. That explains it. You may not agree with it, but that's the explanation as to why. Thank you.